Horrors of Borodyanka, where Putin death squad slaughtered civilians and stopped rescuers digging for screaming victims. Heartless Russian death squad slaughtered civilians and even stopped rescuers from saving screaming victims as they annihilated a town close to Kyiv. Borodyanka has been reduced to little more than a wasteland amid fears the death toll could be worse than Bucha after terrifying Russian airstrikes buried civilians beneath endless mountains of rubble. The ruins of an apartment block in the town following Russian airstrikes, credit AP. Borodyanka resident Nina, 74, breaks down in tears as she walks past buildings that were destroyed by Russian shelling, credit Reuters. It's feared the death toll could be higher than Bucha, where harrowing photos show the bodies of people slaughtered by Russian invaders on the streets, credit Rex. Drone footage reveals the horrifying destruction in Borodyanka, credit Twitter. The small town just northwest of the capital was one of the first areas to be decimated after Vladimir Putin ordered his troops into Ukraine on February 24. Russian jets tore across the town, unleashing bombs from above as several apartment blocks crumbled, burying the dozens of people taking shelter in their apartments. More than 200 people are feared dead following the cruel shelling attacks, according to acting mayor Gerogii Yerko, as heartbreaking pictures show distraught residents weeping as they walk through the destruction. Haunting drone footage reveals the sheer level of destruction in the one-street town, with piles of debris surrounding the burned-out remains of apartment blocks where people once lived. Borodyanka resident Svetlana Stashevskaya watched on in horror as buildings crumbled amid the savage airstrikes, leaving many buried alive. She claims Russian troops even stopped rescuers digging to save people crushed by the mounds of smoldering rubble as their harrowing screams rung out. Svetlana told the BBC, shortly after the airstrike, people nearby heard voices shouting for help. According to reports, Putin's butchers fired rockets directly at people's homes in the town, despite agreeing not to target citizens. Petrified locals have even claimed some people were kidnapped and taken to Belarus. Nikita, 16, told The Telegraph, "They kidnapped people, they tortured our friend. Some people were abducted, interrogated and taken to Belarus." Another woman told the outlet that bereaved families had been told by a local priest to bury loved ones slaughtered in the merciless attacks in their gardens, as it was not safe to take them to the church. Putin's troops blew up bridges and blockaded the area, leaving survivors to starve as supplies couldn't reach the town, reports the New York Times. The town has suffered devastating Russian shelling, credit Twitter. A woman cries following the destruction of Borodyanka, credit Rex. 4 apartment blocks were destroyed amid Russian airstrikes, credit AP. Borodyanka's death toll remains unclear, but Volodymyr Zelensky has warned it could be higher than Bucha, where Russian troops have been accused of war crimes. Harrowing pictures from the city of Bucha, to the northwest of the capital Kyiv, showed the bodies of civilians scattered in the road and in shallow graves, many with bound hands and signs of torture. Ukrainian and Western leaders have accused Russia of carrying out the massacre of civilians and dumping their bodies in makeshift burial plots. Ukraine's prosecutor general said the bodies of 410 civilians have been recovered from towns surrounding Kyiv after last week's withdrawal of Russian troops. Western leaders and Ukraine have accused Russia of carrying out the massacre of civilians and dumping their bodies in makeshift burial plots. Ukraine's prosecutor general said the bodies of 410 civilians have been recovered from towns surrounding Kyiv after last week's withdrawal of Russian troops. Russian propaganda has even shamelessly attempted to suggest chilling pictures of dead bodies in Bucha were staged by Ukraine and the West to discredit Putin.